Everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. So I am doing a removal of all of my nails. Well, not in this video, but I'm doing my left hand removal and basically a new builder gel overlay from scratch instead of infill, because I've had infill after infill and I just really wanted to just take them off and just do them nice and fresh because it's been such a long time since I did that. So here you can see I'm just filing down as much of the bulk of it as possible with my purple willow bit from Willow Academy, and I'm just using that in my willow e-file, and I'm just removing as much as I can but without actually going down to the natural nail, because this bit is really coarse and will just rip my nail to shreds, and obviously we don't want that. So I've just, as you can see here, left a really thin layer, and then I did the other nails off camera, and then as you can see here there's just a really thin layer left, and that is what we're going to soak. So I'm going to pop my hands into here. This has got acetone in the top and then some warm water in the bottom. I gave it 10 minutes, and then as you can see here, it's all lifted off. I'm just giving it a quick push with my cuticle pusher to make sure to get as much off as I can, and then you can either pop them back in if you need to, or obviously you can move on to the next step. I moved on to the next step because there was ever such a tiny bit of gel left on my nail, but like I said, it was a really tiny bit because they were really thin anyway, and you can see how much came off here, so it didn't matter that there was a tiny bit remaining because I'm just going with builder gel again, and I still need to prep the nail anyway, so by the time I've prepped it, majority of it will come off in that process. So next, obviously, I'm going to prep my nails ready for application of my builder gel. As you can see, I've already done my right hand, so this is literally just the hands that I've got to do left. I'm doing these nails for a holiday that I have coming up. I'm going away on Tuesday and today is Saturday, so not long left until I go, and I've only got one working day left, which is Monday, so I've got to just try my hardest to keep these nails nice and intact while I'm doing those clients on Monday, but saves me having to do it on Monday evening. So I just went in with the Anastasia bit. Is it Anastasia? I think it's called the Anastasia bit from Willow Academy. I'm just using my mandrel with a 240 grit sanding band on now, and I'm just really gently, I've got it on really low RPMs, and I'm just going over the whole nail and just making sure to smooth it all out. If you can see that I'm going over the same area a few times, it's not my actual natural nail, it'll just be where there is a bit of builder gel left, so I can get away with going over that a bit more. Obviously not all the time, like constantly over the same bit, because it will produce heat and it'll be painful, so I'm just moving around and then coming back to it if I need to. And then once I've done all this, I am then going to go in with the flame bit, I'm pretty sure, but I will wait till we get to that point because I'm not 100%. I'm pretty sure it was the flame bit. My Anastasia bit is what's the word, is in need of a replacement. Basically it's a bit blunt now, that's the word I was looking for. So I am in need of a new one, so I will order one ready for it to come while I'm on holiday, and then it'll be here ready for me to use when I get back. So I did go in the flame bit as well because the Anastasia bit is not quite up to standard as it usually would be if it was nice and new. So as you can see, just going over, make sure they're all smooth and everything, and then I will go around with the flame bit to make sure that all my skin is off the nail plate, and then I'll remove any excess skin with my nippers, and then I will shape the nails, and I'll be back here for the next step. So I've just sprayed some isopropyl alcohol on my dusting brush and then brushed over my nails to make sure they're all nice and clean and there's no dust trapped there anywhere. And then as you can see here, I'm going in with my base coat. This is Super Base from Diamond Glitters Gel Perfection, and it is a rubber base coat. You can see there on the free edge, just where I've just gone over there is a slight, it looks like a, what's it called? What am I trying to say? It looks like it's broken, basically. There's damage there, but there actually isn't. It hasn't split. That's what I was trying to say. It hasn't split yet. It just looks like it has. So it was still intact. And obviously this coat of Super Base and then my Builder Gel Design and top coat will all keep that intact, and it'll be nice and safe under all this product. So I'm just popping my base on. I've sped this bit up now. I did keep the first nail in real time though, so you could see how long it takes, and then I will do the rest just a bit sped up so it doesn't take too long and too boring. And then once I've done this, I am actually curing these nails as I go along, so they don't have time to run while I'm doing the next nail and so on. And then I'm going in with my builder gel, which is Apricot from Gel Perfection. I absolutely love this builder. It's such a beautiful colour and goes perfectly with literally anything. So I'm just popping a slip layer down, like quite a thin layer. And then once I've got all that exactly where I want it, I can then get a bigger bead on my brush and just float that down the nail. I then use my striper brush to just go in and put that gel exactly where I want it. This makes it easier to get right up to the cuticle area, pop any air bubbles in the process, and also get right up to those side walls but without flooding them. And then once I'm happy with where it all is and everything, and I've checked it from all angles to make sure my structure is in place, I can then pop this into the lamp. I do this like one nail at a time as well, because typically on a client I'd do this one, pop this in the lamp, and then do the index on the other hand, and vice versa. So there's never any time for my gels to be running all over the place basically. If it's a really cold day, then I'll do 2 at a time just because I know it's not going to move as quick, but it wasn't on the day that I was filming this. It was quite warm in my room, so I definitely just did 1 at a time. And then once I've applied all the builder gel to all the nails, I'm not doing a voiceover anymore. I'm literally talking through what I'm doing as I'm doing it, because it's the design time, and that's the fun part of the video. So I'm going to stop doing the voiceover here because I can't remember quite when that starts, and I don't want to literally end up running into my own talking because it's just going to be confusing. But I do show you a little clip of how they look when all the builder is applied before that step. Okay, so now my nails are ready to design. I'm not voiceovering this bit now because I don't want to speed this bit up, so it's all good. I've just made sure that they're nice and clean. I thought I had anyway until I saw down that side. But yeah, I've just used my duster brush with some isopropyl alcohol on the end. And basically, this is what we're going to be doing, same as this hand. So as you can see, there's glitter and foil in there, and then just some flexi tape down the middle. So I'm going to get my glitter, which is this one. It is a Brilbird Glamour Gel, and it is number, it's on the lid, number 6. It's absolutely beautiful. And then this is the foil that I'm going to be using. It's from Sparkle Supplies UK. So I'm just going to get the brush out that I use for these glamour gels. I like to have a separate brush for them because they are so pigmented and glittery. It's hard to get it out of the brush. So I've got that ready. This is the one that I use. It's just a brush from Amazon, nice and cheap, nothing special. And then, as you saw from my other hand, this is what they look like. Whereas I'm going to be doing them the opposite way around on this hand. So I'm going to be doing these 2 full and then those 3 with the design that are on the middle 2. Just to mix it up a little bit. I like to have both hands different. So I'm just going to go in with this brush. I haven't actually filed my nails after applying the builder gel. I've just... what's it called? I've just buffed them really gently with a sponge buffer after removing the tacky layer. Absolutely love the Brilbird Glamour Gels. They are really, really stunning, and they just, there's a colour for everyone in them because there's 15 different ones and they're all beautiful, but there's just something for everyone. So I do have all of them, and I highly recommend all of them. But my most used ones are probably number 1 and 2. One is a silver, so obviously that one's perfect because it goes with everything. And then the other one is a neutral gold, like it's not like a really yellowy gold. There is a yellow gold in them, I just can't remember what number it is. but I definitely use that nice neutral gold really quite often, especially on my channel. If you watch my videos regularly, you'd have probably seen it on here a few times. So that's those, and then I'm going to get my liner brush and I'm going to use this to create my lines in the middle. So I'm just going to zoom in. I can't do lines like towards me, it just hurts my head, to be honest. So those lines are on the right on this hand, so I'm going to do them on the left on this hand, just so they're opposite. And all I'm doing is just a line down the middle, and then I'm just going to sort out that cuticle area. I'm going to do that facing this way. So I'm just going to paint that with my brush. Try and get as close as I can without touching the skin. That is one thing with these, is they're so pigmented. If you get them on the skin, it's really difficult to get it off. So definitely try to avoid that. Obviously you should avoid that anyway, but definitely with these. And then I'm also going to do the side wall area to make sure I can get as close as possible without making a mess again. And then you can either fill it in to help if it was focused. You can either fill it in with that brush, or I like to just go in with my other brush now, just because it's a little bit quicker because it's wider. Just clean that up. It doesn't really matter too much about this line being really straight, because as you can see, I have put a line of the flexi tape on it anyway, so it's not really a massive problem. I do want it to be as close as I can get to central at least. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same on the pinky nail. I'm going to do my thumb separately after I've done these and cured them, because I want to make sure that it gets a full cure in the lamp. So I will put it in on its own. That is definitely not central. Let me just get a clean up brush that is not going to do a great job, because like I said, they're so pigmented, and this glitter that is in them really glues itself to absolutely everything. But I'm going to give it a go just to move it over slightly. And just get off the pieces of glitter that are elsewhere. There we go, that's better. And then again, I'm going to do the same as I just did with that one. I'm just going to paint my cuticle line and what's it called, side wall area. Get that nice and neat, as close to but without touching. Pop some down the side, and then again I'm just going to go in with this brush just to fill in that area. And then I'm going to pop this into the lamp for a full cure now. So I'm just going to do my thumb now, and then I'll do the second coat of all of them off camera, because obviously I'll be doing the same thing again. How annoying is that little air bubble? Exact same process. Would help if it would stay focused. And then again, just filling it in. And as I said, I'm going to cure this one separately. I'm going to go ahead and do the second coat on all of these nails off camera. So next up is the foil gel, and I'm going to put that everywhere that the pink is. I'm not bothered about it being perfect application because I'm not doing full coverage. I'm just popping an even layer over majority of the nail for the ones that are like full nails, and then these ones I'm just going to obviously quickly do a swipe down. like so, and then this one. So we're just going for the patchy effects. It doesn't need to be perfect. I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. And like I mentioned, I'm going to be using this, so I'm going to cut off a piece of this, and then I'm just going to apply this in patches, just randomly to those areas with the pink. And that gives that effect. I want a little bit more at the top of this nail. That's better. The side of that one. Perfect. So that's what it looks like. Very effective. And then all we need to do now is just put the white tape on. Gotta keep whacking things by accident. So I'm just gonna get some bits that are long enough. About there, I think, and about there. I'm just going to use my tweezers. I'm wrecking the place again. I'm just going to place them. It seems thick. I don't think I did it that thick. Yeah, that one's thinner. Try again. Use the right thickness one this time. So I need one for my pinky. I'm going to do about there. I like it to be a bit longer than I need it to be. So I can cut that straight across for 2 pieces. You can't really see it because it's white on white, but never mind. And then one for my thumb and index finger as well. So I'm just going to place it and just let it fall naturally on top, and then just go over it. Oh gosh, I've just lifted that up by accident. This one's not central at all. I'm only just realising now I'm putting the tape on, but never mind. It's fine. I'm just going to pull that to take the end off. I'm doing it again on the pinky. Placing it and then pressing down afterwards and pulling the end off. That's what it looks like, and I just need the thumb. And then that's it for that step. Super easy. So I'm just going to place a coat of base coat on top now to encapsulate the foil and tape, and then I will do top coat on top of that, and then I'll show you how they look. So here is the finished design. I'm really happy with how they turned out. I think they're very effective. I absolutely love this foil, and it goes really well with the glitter as well, which is obviously a bonus. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with another one. Bye.